right, here we go.
Take 10.
This is the story of how Lauren met Craig. Or Craig met Lauren.
Or how they met each other.
Or how they met each other.
Oh.
Okay. All right, here we go. So it starts with our friend Janice. She was getting married in Rhode Island. Andrew and I and Lauren and another couple friend of ours. We had rented an Airbnb for the wedding and flew out on a red eye to go to the wedding for the weekend. So we got there and we went immediately to the bride's house to help her in preparation for the wedding. I think a few people took naps, and then afterwards
I was one of them.
we started helping the bride with whatever she needed, which was to load up a bunch of alcohol in the cars, get things going, and a bunch of people were coming in and out of the house, and at some point we saw Craig and we were like, I think we had met this guy before, and our friend Denise pointed out, you have. He was the guy that was always walking around with a fish.
But I think it was a little bit different than that. I think it was, we saw this bright light, and then all of a sudden Craig stepped into the room. Or something like that, yeah. Okay, good, go ahead.
So, from the bride's house, the rehearsal was about to take place. So a bunch of people loaded up to go to the rehearsal, including myself and Lauren. You stayed behind because you were not in the wedding. And somehow myself and Lauren ended up in the bride's car. So we rode with the bride to the rehearsal.
It's not safe for brides.
Get through the rehearsal and all that. And then when it came time to get back to our Airbnb, we realized, well, the bride had given us a ride, but we didn't really have a ride home.
Tricky.
And Craig was at the rehearsal for some reason, but I don't really know why. I'm sure Lauren knows why, but maybe he was helping with something or...
Yeah.
Very helpful guy, but he was not in the wedding.
Well, yeah, whenever you go to a wedding, you always kind of volunteer your labor everywhere, so...
So Craig...
You do what you're told.
Craig was at the rehearsal. Lauren and I needed a ride home back to our Airbnb, and Craig volunteered. So I think he was already kind of like...
Naturally.
You know. So he gave us a ride back to our Airbnb. I sat in the back seat because I already knew
Love was in the air.
love was in the air.
Yeah.
And I distinctly remember the drive, maybe a 10-15 minute drive, those two were already like,
Sparks are flying.
la la la. So we get back to the Airbnb. I take a nap because we had just come off a red eye. And I remember when I woke up from the nap, my husband, I was asking him, like, what's everyone doing right now? Like, I've been asleep. And he's like, oh, Lauren and Craig ran errands. And I was like, oh, are they in love already?
Oh, probably. Huh.
Because it was so clear that they had chemistry.
It was clear to me.
So then it was time for the rehearsal dinner, and of course Craig had been helping Lauren run her errands, and so he decided he was going to stay at the Airbnb while we got ready. He got ready with us, so now there's like really 3 couples at the house, which was great. So it was...
Yeah, it was us, the other couple, and then Lauren and Craig working their magic.
And so we go to the rehearsal dinner, and I feel like that's when the sparks really started flying between the two of them. There was music playing, they were dancing. And prior to dinner, they disappeared for a few minutes. Which I found out later, Lauren had accidentally spilled something on Craig's shirt. And so
I hate it when that
she
happens.
kindly went to help him
Clean it up.
clean it up.
Hey.
And nothing happened. I think they maybe had
They did find the shout it out. That happened.
They found shout it out.
Yeah,
Shout it
got
out
the
or
stain.
shout out.
Shout it out? Is that what it's
Shout
called? Oh, I had no
And
idea.
I'm pretty sure that's where they had their first kiss.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
So then they come back, they sit down at the rehearsal dinner, and Lauren's sitting next to me, and I'm like,
What are you doing?
where have you been?
Where have you been?
And she was like gritty from ear to ear.
Wow, where are you?
So the next day's the wedding, and by this time, Craig is already now a part of our group.
Yeah.
And he gets ready with us for the wedding. Of course, Lauren, is working, so I think she was at the wedding early or something. We all got ready together and whatever. I can't really remember all those details, to be honest. And the wedding was beautiful, great officiant,
Gorgeous.
and great photos.
Amazing photos.
by the reception, it was so clear that these two
They were in love.
were in
They
love.
were in love.
Our
Can't stop
other
this love
friend,
train.
Crystal, who was there, her and I were like taking pictures and videos because we
Right.
kept telling Lauren, like, you're gonna want to remember this, like, just in case this person becomes a part of
Specifically
your
for your
life.
wedding day. No pressure.
I think you're gonna see some of these pictures and videos pop up
That's
because we took a lot, and it's really cool that we could document that for them. But
Yeah.
it was so clear that they were into each other.
Totally into
And Craig was at our table, and of course Lauren was working. She's very professional, but she was lingering around our table quite a bit. And
Might be a few pictures of Craig in there.
yeah, they were pretty cute. And then by the time the dance floor came, you know, Craig loves to dance, and Lauren was on the dance floor with him. They were
Right.
Yeah.
What better way to fall in love than boot scoot and boogie? Music.
After the wedding, we all went out, like
Had a great time.
little post-wedding party. We went to a
Cheers.
rooftop bar, and you know, we were all dancing, but it was always like, "Where's Lauren and Craig? Where's Lauren and Craig?" And
Couldn't fight him.
they were just having really deep conversations, like
Yeah.
for some people that just really not known each other very long. They really were just conversing with each other quite a bit. So they'd be off in the corner, kind of talking and
Giggling a little bit.
yeah. Dancing very close and all those things. So.
By close, I mean at least 6 feet apart.
By the end of the weekend, they both changed their flights. Remember? Like, I
Yep.
think they both had
Yep.
flights out of Rhode Island,
Yep.
and then they both changed their flights to stay. I
Yeah.
think Lauren ended up staying an extra day.
Yeah, well, that's an extra day.
Yeah, changed her whole flight so she could spend some more time with him.
Thanks,
So,
Janine.
so by that time, it was pretty clear that
Yeah.
something big was happening. So.
Oh, that's true. Love is in the air.
Pretty excited for
We
you
saw it.
guys, and excited that we got to see it and be a
Yes.
part of it, and just so excited to see Lauren find the person that makes her whole.
It's always amazing when you see two awesome people, you know, find each other and fall in love. And we couldn't be happier for you guys.
So congratulations, we love you. Hope we didn't miss anything. And wish we could be there with you guys, but we will be celebrating with you. And we're gonna dress up and enjoy it and have a drink just for you guys and reminisce about that night that you guys fell in love. Bye.
Blue cheese. Bye.